And welcome to an Eternium video. I'm going to do TL149 with Death from Above, and then hopefully we'll go through the build. Hopefully we'll get through this first time and won't need to map shop too much. Also testing the recording quality, because I think I accidentally or may have changed some things a few weeks back when I was having some PC issues, and as a result have completely messed up the quality of what's been going on to YouTube. So let's see how this one comes out. I think we've been stuck with standard definition only lately, which looks horrible. There's a healer, so it's going to slow the run down. As long as we've got about 4.5 minutes for Garm, we'll be alright. It's quite a big pool. Okay, first block of dead enemies, that's good. And we'll just keep working around with this group for now. There's still quite a lot there. That's not too bad so far. I've been holding off doing a Death from Above video with the build because I was rather hoping for a balance patch in early May, but it looks like we're getting a bug fix patch in mid-May after AMB Gold finishes. There will be a patch video for that. I don't really want to make one based on what they hope to put in, but there's some good stuff going in if they're able to do what they want. Let's work our way down here, pull in some new enemies. We've got another healer. The killer of this build, because it's just not enough damage. Two of them. Ugh. And we just saw something get healed back to full life there. Let's see if we can kill some other stuff without the healers being involved. Probably need to think about where we spawn Garm as well. Somewhere over up here, I think. Yeah, it's a nice clear area. Except we don't have enough enemies in this group. Oh yes we do. So let's get into a good spot. Don't spawn on that and we're good. Ugh, he says. Okay, we'll play around here. Probably need to have a bit of a practice with Garm. We've got the overlapping aura. Yeah. So we'll probably be better off doing these death from above hits from one of these extra damage ones. Let's do that while we're up here and we can fly above that poison cloud. That worked out quite lucky. Good, we've got a nice overlapping one of them. We're okay. Fly above the flaming death trap. Dodge about a bit. Sure we can afford a few hits like that. Build up some charges. Take the extra damage from there. Let's come to this one. And it's almost down. That's not too bad. I'll take that if we get it under 9 minutes. So our thermal shock and death from above doing the bulk of the damage. 45% from there. Death from above and shatter are both fire abilities, so 46% from them. So let's take a look at the build. Run through the gear first. It's Elemental Lord's Regalia. So helm is crit damage, power, haste, crit rating, vitality. We've got a brilliant ruby for some extra power and osmosis enchanted for extra damage over time. Necklace is power, crit rating, haste, crit damage, more rubies and power enchanted. The shoulders, crit rating, haste, crit damage, ability rate, vitality with power and crit damage enchanted. The robe has life on hit, crit damage, power, crit rating, vitality, another 100 power from our rubies and some life on hit in there. The mantle, power, crit rating, crit damage, haste, vitality, more rubies and more crit rating enchanted. This is where things get interesting. So the Talisman of Storms, crit rating, crit damage, fire damage and frost damage. Now at the moment the only way you can craft these is via a non-bannable exploit. It's currently deemed a bug, but the patch in mid-May is going to make it a feature, and they'll also set the blacksmiths that you'll be able to do this quite easily as well. I do have a separate video on how to craft something with both of those stats on them, but that's going to become a feature, so I have created level 77 versions and celestialized them because now I know that they're not going to get deleted from the game. Survival of the Wind Spirit, I've got crit damage, fire damage, frost damage and haste. The arm guards are power, crit rating, crit damage, ability rate, vitality, even more power added in, and enchanted with armour because there's absolutely nothing that's good for a mage on the glove enchantments. Bracer of Mastery, crit rating, crit damage, frost damage, fire damage, death from above being boosted by the bracer. That could be better. I prefer it in the 190s, but we take what we can get. The Sash of the Igniter, fire damage, frost damage, crit damage, critical damage, and enchanted with power. The Pants, crit rating, crit damage, movement speed, power, vitality, more power and movement speed on there. The Boots, crit rating, crit damage, haste, movement speed, vitality, again power, socketed and enchant with power. I think two rings are identical, crit rating, ability rate, power, crit damage with power, socketed and crit rating enchanted. And yes, crit rating, ability rate, power, crit damage. The Igneous is crit damage, haste, power, crit rating, vitality, socket with power, and Slayer on there for bonus damage to elites and bosses. And Glacius Tempestus, crit rating, crit damage, haste, ability rate, vitality, and a bit of power in there again. And Obfuscation to reduce damage from those arrows that invariably hit us. Frostbolt, Arc Lightning, Immolate, Frost Nova, Death from Above, Power Infusion, Glass Cannon and Celerity are the abilities I've taken. 3 healers so that we can use Vortex. Champion points maxed out across the board, so every time I get a champion level it goes into power these days. And the stats, so power's up at 6414, haste gives us 5.25 hits per second, crit rating is up at 3410, so 53.2% chance, crit damage 2079.1. Our fire and frost damage both up at 92.1%. Obviously because the fire is boosting death from above and the frost damage is boosting our thermal shocks. Vitality, life, armour, sort of armour's box standard for where I put it, somewhere around 80 to 82%. Enough vitality to survive a few hits. Life on hit, I think anywhere between sort of there, and 3000 is okay. Ability rate 1329, we don't need too much of that, and movement speed at 29.7. So that is the build. If you've got any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.